Cinnamon chip inside her head gets switched to overload. Tell me why I don't like Mondays. Tell me why I don't like Mondays. Tell me why I don't like Mondays. I wanna shoot some kids coming out of school. Yeah, that's how we're starting. I saw this in the shop the other day and I got it just because it made me think of that. Stand-up comedy's loss is nobody's gain. Nobody's grain. And I can just spitball shit like this. I truly was a gift to comedy. This is my all video, and I'll cut the small talk and get straight to the first comic that I cannot defend getting. Avengers 129 by Steve Engeltine. I don't know why. I like the cover. It is a great cover. That is the only thing I like about it. It is a crap issue. It's a bad story. It's a poor writer. But it has a nice cover. And so I got it for some inane reason. And it weren't cheap because it still had the Marvel Value stamp. Moving on to the Defenders portion of our video, I have completed my Defenders collection truly now. This is the 80s reprint series, Tales of Astonish, and as the cover notes, special feature, an all-new tale of the high-flying Defender, Batman. It's like 5 pages written by that personal assistant that was bullied by the editor-in-chief. Batman fights Sirius Black from Defenders issue 5, I think it is, and also Doctor Strange 34. Most people would be content to skip this in their collection. Here is one I got, again, just because of the cover. We have a homage to Marvel Spotlight 13, the Satan Song cover. Now, it is modern rubbish Satan's Son. I appreciate the homage. This is that Image Comics comic that I mentioned last time or the time before. This was a fuck you to Marvel based on the disastrous direction they took the America Vasquez character that Joe Kelly and Nick Draco Malfoy created in Vengeance. They do this for Image Comics, which has their version of the character. My mistake, Nick Draco Malfoy didn't do it. Must have gotten cold feet. It begins with her punching the Marvel version of her character. The Real America verified. And blatant Marvel characters. Mr. Doom, Dan Slott. This is another character introduced in Vengeance. And it ends with a next issue thing, but I don't think there was a next issue. Look, it's got a DC style Andy book for her. A run I have been slowly trying to collect is Roger Thomas and Jorge Perez's Fantastic Four stuff from the 70s. I've got this 3-part story where Luke Cage joins Fantastic Force as Thing's replacement. Jorge Perez does not do art or even covers on any of them. Issue 168, Rich Fulcher cover. Issue 169, another Rich Fulcher cover. And then issue 170. This one might be Jorge Perez. Cannot spot a signature anywhere, but something about Luke Cage's body and the composition of that part of the image seems Jorge Perez. It's very busy. But then the face, Luke Cage's face, that looks like, I don't know. My money is on Rich Fulcher or Don Wilson, maybe. Sort of thing that he would do. Finished the GIMP maxi series, issues 1, 9 and 10. That was a fun story arc, wasn't it? Me tracking down all these issues. What a great story arc we had there. Remember all your favourite moments along the way. Got some more from the vague age of Spider-Man, and actually filling out a lot of missing gaps from that too. Amazing Spider-Man, issue 426. I have been missing a trick with these vague age of Spider-Mans. I could have been shown off all the fold out recap pages. Then we have issue 428, because I already had issue 427. More fold out recap page goodness. Issue 429, with an appearance from Crusher Man and a Junior cover. Oh my god, they gave Crusher Man a 90s design. That's horrific. Look at the state of it. This does not appear outside of this issue. I am betting money on that. What the fuck were they thinking? Junior made the right decision in ignoring it. Then we've got issue 432, and this was one of the big issues I needed because it is part of the Spider-Hunt crossover, but it's fucking falling apart. And I'll tell you why. Because it doesn't have one of the fold out recap pages. I didn't want this in my collection. It's practically broken. It didn't take long. Just needed to hold it up for a few more seconds for it to come loose from the cover. This one is an odd issue to find. A lot of these Amazing Spider-Mans from the vague age of Spider-Man are surprisingly hard to find. It's from a period where a lot of people had stopped collecting Spider-Man, so there is less copies of them floating around. But then you have an issue like this, which is part 2 of a crossover, so it is in even more demand than just a regular issue of Amazing Spider-Man. I mean, there's people selling this for like 15 quid and upwards on eBay. Let me just put this here. This is who sold this comic. I'm not making any statement about if you should buy from them or not. Then we have issue 433. We have an appearance of Mr. Hind. If I know this character, he is planning to bugger Spider-Man. Huh, they went back to fold out recap pages. Didn't know that. And then we have issue 436 and another fold out recap page. And then we close things out with this issue of Spider-Man Limitless, which ties in with that Dan Slott story from 426 and 428. I assume anyway. And indeed, we do have a fold out recap page for issue 332 and issue 333. Ugly Bill son of a bitch covers on both of them. But it is Thor versus the Dracula. Ooh, spooky. Another thing I have finished is Affinity Gods. These were the last issues I needed. Issue 37, which has Firestorm in it, 38 and 39. These 3 issues are a 3-parter that isn't very good. It is this issue where Moon Garden, the beautiful bald lady, gets put into a coma, where she remains for the remainder of the series, like in issue 41, which is the penultimate issue of the series. She is still in a coma when the series ends with issue 42. And then right at the back we have some excellent men. This is that issue of Generation Next that I said I had ordered. This is a fill-in issue with the Circus of Crime. And we have another fold-out recap page. Tom Falcon is our fill-in writer. Will be interesting to see him and all some excellent main characters. He never really did anything excellent, man. That is my comic book haul. And now I have a special giveaway contest. One of you once said that they needed Ka-Zar issue 60. I cannot remember who it was who said they needed that issue. I have found I have 2 copies of it. This issue is kind of tricky to find due to the low print run and that it is the final issue. So whoever it was that needed this, not only can you have Ka-Zar issue 60 for free, but you can also have a box of cinnamon chips. And you can even do that joke with "I don't like Mondays" to your housemates or whatever. They'll love it. If they don't, maybe you should explain that one later by the door. Yeah, whoever needed... Actually, you can have this as well, Avengers 129. I don't know why I got it. But you have to accept all 3 of these as individual parts of the prize. If you finally want Ka-Zar issue 60, you also have to have this Bronze Age comic that you can probably sell on for a decent price, and a box of off-brand cereal. You're probably better off just finding your own copy of Ka-Zar 60. The last person I gave comics to for free got into trouble with the IRS because they thought he had done a transaction for 10 grand and not declared it in his tax report. I'll give my shit giveaway that nobody will claim 7 thumbs up.